Good morning, beautiful people. God bless you. How is everyone doing today? Today is Sunday. So, let me try to get straight to it because I can talk quite a long while. And it'll be too much and I don't get to the point. So, I just came back from Puerto Rico. Came back yesterday. And I had a beautiful time and I learned some things that I needed to learn. And what I mean by that is that I learned to not to go into things doing things my way, but letting God do things His way. And I'll tell you why. Here's the lesson that I learned. So my mom, she's gonna be 80 years old. And she's a very strong woman because she has gone through a lot in her past. I won't discuss that with you now unless God wants me to. She has gone through a lot in her past. And she has suffered a lot. And her husband that she's with now, he had a stroke some years back. So severely bad that he was, he became permanently in a wheelchair. And I believe he can't use the left side of his body. Yeah, like the left hand and the leg. He can't use it. And he's getting also to that age where also things are getting worse. And I guess, I've never understood how this is my first experience of how to be with a stroke victim and what they go through, and then add on to that they're getting older and things start going wrong because remember, part of their mind is like almost destroyed because of stroke, and with his, it's really bad. So I give my mom so much credit because she's 80 years old, she can barely take care of herself, but she's such a warrior. And she takes care of him. So, and my uncle's there, God bless him. He's there, he helps my mom out, So here I am thinking that, okay, I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico because my mission is to help my mom, to take care of my mom. In other words, to have her do things my way. To make things easier for her, to take over for her. When she does something, clean something, I'll do it instead of her doing it. That's the mission I came with. And I forgot about the true mission. And God needed to remind me of that. So here I am going with that type of mentality. Yeah, I'm going to help her out, boom, 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 so she can relax. She don't have to do much, and I'll do it all for her or whatever. Not realizing that sometimes when a person does something, it's not because they hate doing it. It is because out of habit, they do it. They like doing it. This is what they're used to doing. This is the norm for them. And sometimes they don't want no one to interfere. But here I am coming with this mindset, I'm gonna tell her, no, let me do this. No, let me do this. Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, I'll take care of it. No, I'll take care of it. Whatever. Forgetting about the main reason. So here I am doing things my way when I should have done it God's way. And I guess I wasn't paying attention to see how God wanted me to do it His way because I was already going in with my own mindset. So that's the mistake that I made. So all this time when I'm in Puerto Rico, I'm trying to help her out, but she fights me. She fights me sometimes. She's like, no, I got it. But I was like, but Mom, let me help, so you don't have to do this. Because, you do all these things, but then later on you complain how tired you are, how exhausted you are, how frustrating it is. So I'm trying to take all that away from her by doing it for her. But I noticed throughout the time, she's constantly fighting me almost with everything. Not all things, but almost with everything. And she wants to do it herself or whatever. So then I'm getting frustrated. But keep in mind, I will never be angry at my mom because I love my mom too much. And because what she went through and all the suffering in her past, I would never ever have a problem with her And if I ever do have a problem, I will address it to her, not give her the cold shoulder to make her think or feel bad or think that I do have a problem, because I don't want that in her head. With me, I just want her to feel love from me. So I'm trying. She's resisting me, and I'm trying to help her out, whatever. And I was getting frustrated because I was like, I don't get it. I came here to help her out, but she's not letting me help her out. And it makes me feel, I guess, hopeless. It makes me feel like, what am I doing here then? What's my purpose of being here then? That was stupid of me. And it took God speaking through my brother, who I decided at one moment of frustration, because I wasn't getting it. I called him and I explained to him everything. She'd be fighting me, blah, 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 when I'm just trying to help her out. And you know what he told me? He said, looks like you went there with a mission. But have you ever thought that maybe the most important thing to her was not you helping her out? But have you ever thought that maybe all she really wanted was just your company? And that was enough for her. And that was going to make her day. And I was like, I forgot about that. And it's not about helping her out, especially if she's set in her ways and she wants to do this and she's determined to do this. Maybe you should make it a mission and then feel disappointed that she's not letting you do the things that you came there with a purpose to do, when maybe that wasn't your purpose. Maybe your purpose was just to be there so that she has someone to talk to. Because remember, her husband's in a wheelchair, he has a stroke. He can't speak at all. He can't speak. And she feels lonely sometimes. And my uncle, he has things to do too, so he goes out. So, she's mostly all the time left alone in the house with no one to speak to. And as my brother started speaking to me, I started realizing this is God telling me, you went there with the wrong intentions, with the wrong reasons, when you should have just shut up, let me take over, and go there for what I really want you to go there for, which I didn't know. I was too busy all in my head thinking, my purpose to be there is to do this and that. I forgot about, wait a minute, but what greater purpose for you to be there than for you to just give her company, someone to talk to, a family member that she can connect with that she hasn't seen in a while. Just someone to keep her company, And I forgot about that, how that sometimes can be the most important thing to a person. Not what you do for them, but just being there. So that was the lesson that I learned. And, I felt bad afterwards. And and God was right. I'm saying, yeah, Lord, you're right. I tried to do things my way when I should have just shut up and let you show me how to do things your way, because sometimes the most profound and helpful thing you can do is sometimes nothing at all, but just be there. So then I felt bad, went to sleep, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to make the rest of this week the right way. So I went to my mom the next day. In the morning, I this is what I try to do. I try to make a mission to do. When I know I'm wrong, I'm not going to be one of those people that knows that you're wrong, but you're too proud to admit it, and you won't say nothing or apologize. So I don't like that, because it's not humbling and it's poison. So I make it a mission to always, boom, I bring it. So I brought it to her the next day and said, Mom, I need to apologize to you. She's like, what? No, you don't need to apologize. She didn't even know what, but automatically she already tells me, no, there's never anything you need to apologize. So I was like, no, I feel that I need to, and I need you to listen to me. I need to apologize to you, because I came here with a mindset of wanting to help you, and so that you can do things my way, so that you could relax more, whatever, and I started getting frustrated because you wouldn't let me help you, and I started realizing why you won't let me help you, and then I started realizing that there are just some things that you rather do yourself, and I forgot the most important thing of all, and this is what she lit up. And I forgot the most important thing of all, that maybe just me coming here and giving you company is the best thing I can do for you. And she was like, oh my goodness, yes. Right there, she confirmed that God was right. that God was right, because she said, oh my goodness, yes, you know what, that's all that I really wanted. That was more important to me than anything else. You have to understand, I'm in my ways, and I like to do things a certain way, and I just like to do it because it's just what I'm used to doing. And it's not like I don't want the help, and if I need your help, I will ask your help, even though she doesn't hardly. But she said, but it's not, the most important is not needing your help. The most important thing to me that brightens up my day is the fact that finally someone's here to keep me company. So there you go. She confirmed what God was telling me, that maybe, Joelle, the best thing you can do is just be there for a person, give them company. And boom, the next day I told her, and she confirmed, she said, yes, that's what I really wanted. Just for someone to be there with me so that I have someone to talk to and keep me company and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, wow, look at that. God was right. God was right. And I told her I'm sorry. And she was like, no, it's okay. It's okay, And she told me, just remember that, that if I do need your help, I will ask you. And I'm pretty sure she needs to get more in the habit of asking. And she realizes that. But the point was that what's the most important to her was that she just needed company. A loved one, someone, a familiar voice to hear her, a familiar voice to talk to, and me talk with her. So there you go. That was my lesson for today. So I guess the lesson is sometimes you shouldn't go in with your own type of way, with your own type of mentality into things, or sometimes you shouldn't go in with a mission when when you should learn to listen to God and let Him give you the mission. So good learning. And then from that day forward, whenever she would do something, I would not interfere. I would not tell her, here, let me do whatever. I left her alone because it was like, I want to remember what God told me. If she doesn't need your help, leave her alone. Let her do it. This is one of the, just be there for her. And that's what it was. And we had a good week. And I always regret coming back to New York City when I go to Puerto Rico, because every time I'm there in Puerto Rico, it just makes me take a step back and realize how beautiful and wondrous God is, because Puerto Rico is filled with so much green and trees and land and beautiful skies, especially in the nighttime. And and I'm like, and I just want to take those moments to appreciate God. And I'll be like, man, God, you are awesome. Look at what you created. This is just too much. Like, the view is spectacular. And it just makes you I don't know, be in awe of the magic of God. These things were created out of just a word. So anyway, that's my lesson. I learned a couple of lessons there while I was there, but that was one that I wanted to share with you guys, okay? So, that's it. Okay. That's my lesson. Maybe hopefully this can help someone out, so that it can teach us to stop trying to do things our ways, because sometimes our ways is not the right way, is not the better way, and in the end it's always proven that God's way is better. So I just got to learn to listen to God more, or pray about it, and just say, hey, I'm gonna go here, but I don't want to go with the wrong mindset. Give me the right mindset. Help me to assess the situation and guide me. Help me to listen to people so that I can know what to do and not to do, and be there how you want me to be there for that person. Okay, guys, you have a good day, and God bless you. Okay, bye-bye.